Exciting.
Cool. Thank you.
Great, thanks.
We are outside of Old School Pizza Tavern, where we just completed the second stop of the Tournament of Toppings.
Stop 2.
What did we think? What was the first category?
Our first category was experience. Just like last time, we gave a 5 to Old School for experience, just because the place is so neat.
It's an old house. You can come in. You got to just pick which room you want to stay in, and then you can be here with your family, your friends.
Which I've done both. I have closed this place down with my friends and come at 2 o'clock on a Sunday with my family.
All right, so next was service.
Sorry, the experience was a 5.
Yes.
Did you say that?
Experience was
Okay.
a 5. Service. It was very busy.
Yeah, very busy for a Saturday
It was around
afternoon.
lunchtime on Saturday afternoon, but everything was hot and fresh.
Yep.
Yeah, beer was
cold.
Drinks were refilled.
My kids got their drinks refilled super quick, so we gave that a 4 overall.
Next was toppings.
I got the chicken Alfredo pizza, so that chicken stayed on there. Really nice.
I had a piece. It was really good.
My wife got, as per usual, bacon and pineapple. Also very good. The bacon here is superb.
Excellent.
And it stays on.
It really did. It
does.
stayed on.
And
It all
we
stayed
gave
on.
that a 4 as well.
4 as well.
And they were big pieces of chicken, and they stayed on. Okay.
Next up is crust.
That's a solid 5.
Solid 5. I love the crust here.
I think people need around here. I mean, I'm not going to say anybody, but they need to take some. Come eat here, figure out what they do with their pizza dough and their crust, and then do that.
It's fluffy. It tastes good. It tastes like they do like a garlic butter type sauce on it. I think.
You can eat it by itself.
As Rhodey has to know, you need to be able to eat it by itself.
Sometimes you need the ranch, sometimes you don't. This is just an extra bonus if you have the ranch here.
So we gave that a solid 5.
Next up was cheese.
Cheese was a 4.
Cheese was a 4.
Because that stuff is good.
It's a lot. That was
That's
the
why
thing.
it's good.
It's a lot of cheese. It
It
definitely
was
helps
almost
hold
too
the
much.
topping. It was almost too much. Helps hold the toppings on for sure. They do like a layer of cheese, toppings, and another layer. So that's really good. You don't have to worry about that.
That can complicate reheating the pizza later on, though. I just want to make a note of that.
We gave it a solid 4. And the last one, sauce.
Sauce is good here.
Sauce is good. It was flavorful.
It's not too thin. It's not too thick.
It was robust.
Robust. That's a really
It's
great
a good,
word.
It's a good description. Adjective.
Solid 4 on that as
Solid
well.
4.
It was really good.
And the final score is
A 4.3333333333, repeating forever.
this is
if
a lot
you
of 3.
want.
Right.
It's basically a solid
That
4.
line goes at the top.
Above 4.
So I would highly recommend Old
Old
School
School.
Pizza
Yes,
in downtown
absolutely.
Arlington on
You can-
Abram.
You can either get here through Abram or Main Street.
Main Street has no construction right now.
Nope.
So if you come through Main Street, you go up in the back.
Yeah,
and
there's a small sign that says Old School Pizza, and then
come on in and have yourself some za.
It was awesome.
some za and some suds.
We will be back.
We will absolutely. We come here all the time. We will certainly be back.
All right, so we are here with Tamera Miller. She is the event coordinator for ArlingCon, a pop culture convention right here in Arlington. How are you today?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. So I guess first, what is ArlingCon and how long has it been around?
That's a great question. So ArlingCon is, as you said, a pop culture convention. We have kind of patterned ourselves into more of a family-oriented, small convention along the likes of Dallas Fan Expo and the San Diego Comic-Con. You go to those places and you're overwhelmed with
So much stuff to
masses
do
of
and
people.
people.
And so we have a lot smaller scale to it. We don't offer the same types of things. Like they have a lot of outside guests coming in. We're offering some of that this year, actually, but nowhere near to the scale that they have. So everything is a lot more, or should I say, a lot less stressful. Of a day. It's a day event. It's a free event. It's offered at the UTA University Center. I know y'all will be giving information about that in a few minutes, but so the things that we do. Oh, and you asked how long have we been doing this? Since I think that we're going into our 5th year now.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's really amazing because the first year we were so excited because we did it half a day. We had about 700 approximately people there. The second year that we did it, we more than doubled our size.
That's awesome.
And we did a full day event, but we also brought we had like 1,500 people showing up, and then we kept growing every year and every year. Or no, 1,500 was our goal. We actually went to 2,000. So last year we're knocking on the door to 4,000 people, and
wow.
So as you can imagine, it is a smaller scale to the other places,
But getting bigger.
but it is still pretty full of people. So you can only go as far as you can sometimes.
So what are you looking forward to most this year? Is there something special that you're
Good question. So
excited about?
I didn't get into this a second ago, so I'll go ahead and touch on to this. So every year we've offered workshops and panels that cover a lot of a variety of things like cosplay, how-tos, art, how to some information about being an author. We have offered all of these things for several years now. We have the last few years offered vendor rooms. We've offered cosplay contests. All of that stuff has been a staple of our convention. This year we have opened up our vendors to including an artist alley, which is a separate room, and we've added 40 booths with that.
Wow.
Which, if you can imagine, this year we haven't really had very many people on our wait list because we added 40 booths. And so I'm very excited about that because when people apply, the chances of them getting into the convention, we're so happy that we're able to get them in. We have added also authors. We have received a grant from we call it a T-SLAC. I'm sorry, that's a library term, and I am struggling to think of the actual wording of that. I will look that up.
Go ahead.
Yeah, for sure.
It's on our website for our author page. Basically, we have been able to invite several authors that have been published in the industry, various types of. We have some young adult authors. We have a comic book author from DC. We have some authors that have been on the national bestseller list. So we're going to be able to offer some author panels and guests that way, Q&A sessions, autograph sessions, and that's going to be a very, very special thing this year. I can tell you who we're going to have: Rachel Kane, Jason Henderson, James Jenkins. Oh gosh, I'm sorry, authors, for really messing up your names.
I do it all the time.
You have a long list of people coming in. There's nothing wrong with that.
Bob Wayne, Arcat Conrad. So those are the special guests that we're going to be having this year, and we're so excited because that's not been something that we're basically a no budget kind of group, and to be able to have the budget to bring in authors, it is such an exciting thing to be able to do that.
What's the reaction been to Arlington?
I mean, obviously it's growing,
right?
So there's good reaction.
Yeah.
So our initial reaction was, it's a nice convention. We'd like to see different things. So we made a lot of changes, and we have really tapped into the cosplay community, and they just absolutely love it. So we kind of call ourselves the first step kind of convention. So cosplayers who have never done it before are finding a place to be able to explore their
get into it
for the first time. People who are active in the cosplay community in North Texas get excited about coming and getting a chance to showing off. They love to show off their hard work. I mean, let's be honest.
It is
they
hard work.
make some incredible
for sure.
costumes and characters. I am just in awe of the work that they do. And any chance that they get a chance to show that off, oh my gosh, they love it. And the fact that we're free, that makes a huge difference to the community. They go to Dallas Comic Con. They go to these places that cost a lot of money, and they just love to have the kind of a little bit less of a stressful situation to be able to come to this one.
Amy, I think that was you.
Sorry, I was thinking about something else. Are there plans for this to be ongoing for the foreseeable future?
We are definitely, like I said, we're on our 5th year, so we're definitely looking at that. We have challenges. We're getting bigger, and we're kind of going past our space that we're in right now. I love Arlington. I work for the city of Arlington. I'm going to just say that straight up. We do not have convention space to be able to provide a bigger space to be able to do this. So I can see ourselves continuing this on. I don't know how much more we can grow because we just don't have another place to go. We would love to get as big as 10,000 people. That would be an ultimate goal, at least right now. But we have to have a place that can accommodate that. That's just not in our cards right now.
What's been the best thing about being involved in the con?
Getting to see people enjoying themselves, getting to see people just excited about being there. We do a cosplay contest. We do a lot of cosplay activities throughout the, cosplay workshops, etc. My favorite aspect of our convention, and I think this does come from being at UTA, has a really unique space for this. We have a cosplay runway.
That's cool.
This is fun. This is something that you don't have to be competing. You don't have to have made your own costume. You could have something on that is just, like one year I did a cosplay where I put together my own clothes and put on a wig, and I was Effie Trinket from, it was so much fun, from Hunger Games. You can be basic, however you want to. You can just be there attending, and you're like, oh my gosh, there's some place I can show off my costume. So we have the runway that people walk down the runway, and it's the food court at UTA. We call it the Plaza. And so there's places on either side of this walkway, and it is just a place for people to gather to watch and enjoy people having a good time with their costumes, and there's no stress involved in that at all, because we do have the contest, right? This is for people who, if the people who are competing want to do it, that's fine, but that's not for them. They have their opportunity later on in the day. This is for everybody else who's there attending and having, enjoying themselves.
Do you have a favorite fandom? Like, are you into do you have like mine is probably Marvel? So
yeah. I'm kind of in between fandoms right now. I love Marvel. I do. The humor in it is just amazing. I love things that have a sense of humor. When it gets too dark, it's just like,
it's a little overwhelming,
tedious to
so
kind
no
of
Black
pay
Mirror
attention
for
to
you.
it. So DC's not my thing as much. But you want to know something? A couple of years ago, I was really into this fandom. And they've ended like about for a year or so now. But secret fandom, Teen Wolf. I love
my wife really loves Teen Wolf. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was so wonderful. And then they ended, and then fandoms end kind of thing, And I've moved on, but I haven't found anything to replace it yet. But
so we could see you in a Teen Wolf cosplay.
Oh God.
See? You didn't
Yeah,
think about
that's
that.
called my regular clothes.